This video is on the states of Montana and Idaho. We spent some time in Bozeman waiting for storms to pass through before going to Yellowstone. We hit Billings, Bozeman, and after Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons, we went to Helena and toured the state capitol. We were planning on going up to Glacier National Park, but there was a major wildfire up in Alberta, and the smoke even in Helena was horrible, so it was even worse in Glacier National Park, and the road wasn't completely cleared, so we decided to save that for another trip. So we headed on to Coeur d'Alene.
After we left Helena, we made a stop in Wallace, a silver mining town, and then we headed to Coeur d'Alene. It's as beautiful as everyone said it was going to be. We got our laundry done, we rested and relaxed, had wonderful meals, and we will be heading to the Oregon coast after this.
Driving across southern Montana, we realized why they call it Big Sky Country, and it seemed that the weather changed about every half hour.
While we were in Bozeman, we visited the Museum of the Rockies, which is housed on the University of Montana Bozeman campus. They had a traveling exhibit on the Mongolian Emperor Genghis Khan. They had many exhibits showing the history of the Rockies, including a family farm. The university's culinary department even has a food truck called Fork in the Road.
Spent a couple hours walking downtown Bozeman. It had wonderful shops and great restaurants. We ended up spending 2 days in Bozeman waiting out some storms that came through the area. After touring Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons, we went to Helena, Montana and took a self-guided tour of the state capitol that was built in 1909.
This is the Cathedral of St. Helena that was built in 1908. We always enjoy driving around the historic downtowns of the cities we visit, and we came across a group of people enjoying a Saturday night karaoke.
Due to wildfires in Alberta, Canada, we decided to skip going to Glacier and save it for another time.
Heading west, we stopped in Missoula for a short break. This is their courthouse. We drove around the campus, which is the University of Montana, Missoula, and around some of the neighborhoods that surrounded the university. Lovely tree-lined streets.
After leaving the Grand Tetons, we drove into Idaho and viewed the western side of the Teton Range. Outside of Island Park, Idaho, we came across this pond with some trumpeter swans.
We stopped in the historic silver mining town of Wallace and walked its downtown streets with cute restaurants and shops. This is the old mission, built in 1850, and is the oldest building in Idaho.
We spent 2 days in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, exploring the lake, the surrounding areas, the downtown with its sculptures and artwork, wonderful restaurants and shops.
On our last day in Coeur d'Alene, we enjoyed a relaxing hour-and-a-half cruise on Lake Coeur d'Alene.
We enjoyed viewing the beautiful homes along the shoreline, but the natural beauty of the area took our breath away. Next stop, Columbia Gorge and the coastline of Oregon.